day, from London, England, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports. We'll see Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. On the other side of the field. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Leading the Packers offense out here, the same man who has been doing so since 2008. That's the great Aaron Rodgers.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. From the 35 on second down, Rodgers. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Rodgers now on first down. He'll go right back to Tunyon. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. The numbers last week for Tunyon: 10 catches, 91 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So this matchup, the second of 3 games in London this year. Vikings and Saints were here last week. And then the Broncos and Jags, they'll be at Wembley at the end of the month. Plus this year, remember, a 4th European game, our first one ever in Munich, Germany. It'll be the Bucs and the Seahawks November 13th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Completed out left to Dobbs. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. Rodgers now on first down. That's complete to Cobb. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
On play action, now Rodgers. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And it's a Packers touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 9-play drive. And it's Sammy Watkins who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here come the Giants, led out by their former 6th overall pick out of Duke back in 2019. Daniel Jones under center.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, and we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Throwing Jones. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The sack goes to Chris Barnes. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. And the numbers last week for Toney. 5 catches, 96 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Akins. And the Giants are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. Touchdown! Jordan Akins. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Rodgers. On the out route, Dobbs brings it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Rodgers going to throw. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. We get a peek at Sterling Shepard as the Giants get set for their upcoming series. Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball, all right? When guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, people go, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call, because he's a known entity. See how they defend him going forward. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones, and his throw here's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. It's really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
They'll look to throw again. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Dean Lowry just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. It's Barkley on the counter, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Giants, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Rodgers. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Packers at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get it out to midfield. Yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
First down, Rodgers. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll try again with Jones. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 7-7, our score after 1. They were stopped last time from the 1. Now here's another try on 3rd and goal. Jones is in. Touchdown, Packers. Able to punch it in on 3rd down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Now Crosby for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October, because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season. Right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8. back to throw. Jones. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Chris Barnes. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
After the sack on first down, Jones.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
They go again with Brightwell.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal.
Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Gano's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Green Bay returning on offense, led by running back Aaron Jones.
The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
Off the option, it's Jones. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Second down, another shot for Jones.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier to shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. The drive keeps moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Rodgers. And one more time, that's Watkins. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Second and 2. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. Caught by Cobb. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line. Now Rodgers. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, he finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Rodgers to throw once more. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field. But defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Crosby is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Well, coming up in prime time here in Week 5, a couple of division rivalries on the docket, beginning tonight in the AFC North with the Bengals and Ravens from Baltimore at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Raiders and Chiefs from Arrowhead in the AFC West. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Jones now to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. The It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Rodgers now to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Rodgers to throw. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. And New York set to take the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Dean Lowry, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, and incomplete on the deep ball.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
On 3rd down, Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. For a running back, that's kind of depressing, right? You get all that yardage, but still no first down.
Well, it was a mile, maybe a mile and a half to the first down mark.
Yeah.
So he did all he could to get there. A little disappointing at the end, but boy, they gave it a great effort, didn't they? Got to give a little respect for that, don't you?
And he really helped his yards per carry average, that's for sure.
Yeah, quietly, he'll take that.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Green Bay returning on offense, led by running back Aaron Jones. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Rodgers now on first down. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And again, it's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. The kick by Crosby is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game has been Aaron Rodgers, who was on target in the first half. He's thrown for nearly 300 yards already as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And able to get this out to the 25. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Dean Lowry able to record his 5th sack of the season. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
So here are the Packers now to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. That's complete to Dobbs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, as they've got it to the 28-yard line. An inside give to Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Up the middle, Jones. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On play action. Now Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Jalen Holmes able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The New York set to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Back to throw. Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll flip this out to Brightwell. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Throw left side, complete to Tony. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Kadarius Toney really created headlines with a 10-catch game as a rookie, but couldn't stay healthy enough to build on it. Still had over 400 yards in his first campaign and should blow by those numbers with a full season in 2022. Nice 1st down pickup for the speedster right there.
Out to the right here to Shepard. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing deep for Galladay. That's caught inside the 20. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Throwing, Jones. That's complete, right around the 8. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Now a handoff running through the middle. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Gano's kick is good, and that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go. 3rd quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. They'll try the right side with Jones. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Stripped. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd. That right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Jones. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to the tight end, Akins. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. Gano's kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Rodgers' throw taken in by Watkins here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Running on 1st down is Jones, but he's not going to get much, maybe a couple. And it's 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Rodgers going to throw. Open man, here is Cobb. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A give to Jones. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now it's Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Just for baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a fourth down.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great play there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And now out come the Giants. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Jones. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. It gets this into the hands of Brightwell. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he is going to have the Giants 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Here's Tony on the quick slant. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
If I could put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Here we go on 4th down. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Jordan Akins, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Gano the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. And this taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now we see Sammy Watkins getting ready to go again on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
Switching helmets in the Big Apples really provided a spark for Leonard Williams, the former 6th overall pick. 18 sacks over the last 2 seasons while playing multiple spots along the defensive line.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Throwing is Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. The quick feet by Jackson. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he is going to lose yardage here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A first throw here for the backup Taylor. Steps away. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. Catch made by Slayton. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And Taylor will slide to a halt with a first down. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. That's complete to Slayton. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Throwing again on second down. Taylor, once again, he finds Slayton. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Taylor to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Kenny Galladay from 8 yards out. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Big score. First step in their attempt to climb back into this game.
Yes, but still some work to do as they get within a score here. Gano now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Kenny Galladay. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll try to run some clock now with Jones. And this will be a Packers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go again to Jones as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they will take a knee here. 2nd and 11. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big 4th quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? In the 4th quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that, because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
So for the Packers, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.